Hello.
Hey, Jamel, I'm Scott from American Income. We spoke earlier about the Child Safe Kit endorsed by the International Union of Police Associations.
Okay, yeah.
Great. Is Mary here?
She's here.
Perfect. So they got me using the laptop at the same time with quality control. Mind if I step on the table near an outlet?
Now come on in.
Awesome, awesome. You want the shoes on or off?
Shoes on, man. How long is this gonna take?
Not long, honestly. For me, the quicker the better. They got me running around seeing new members every hour on the hour.
Okay.
All right. So if it's all right with you, on the same note, I'm gonna go ahead and make a quick version.
Please do, man. Keep
Awesome.
your shoes on, man. You
Awesome.
good? Go ahead.
Awesome. Which side do you want?
You good there?
Okay. So what do you do for work?
Oh man, I'm a engineer.
Engineer.
Yes, sir.
Kind of
Yes,
engineer.
sir. Audio engineer.
Audio engineer. So you're in the right city.
It's growing, man. I love the South by Southwest, and
Yeah.
you know, I moved down here from Ohio
Uh-huh.
just to take advantage of this music atmosphere down here.
Gotcha. So how long have you been doing the engineer thing?
Oh man, paid or unpaid.
Well, I guess the whole thing. I mean, it's an art.
I mean, I'm
right?
actually, man, dang, time flies when you're having fun, man. I've been at it for about 8 years now.
8 years.
Mhm.
That is a while. Have you counted the hours, or are you?
Nah, man, not the hours, man.
No. Well, they say it's like 10,000 hours to master something. So.
Oh man, I think I'm about 21 hours, 21,000 in, man. So.
Okay, so you're a double master. You're a double black belt.
I'm the master's master.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, how much family down here? Are they all back up north, or are they?
Oh, well, actually, man, once I moved down here, man, my mom and my aunts, they actually put me together with some family members that we do have here, man. So I wasn't even aware, but I got a pretty good family, decent size here, man. So I get to get some home cooked food every now and then.
Nice. Okay. So what's decent size for you? Like 4? 'Cause I come from a huge family myself. I got like 20 some odd cousins and stuff, and like 5 brothers. So what we're talking like 4 people? We're talking like 20 people. Right?
There's like a whole side, you know. Honestly, I can't put a number amount on it.
Okay, you're still
But
discovering.
you know, decent, man. At least like 20, 30 people, at the family gathering just from here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, and they welcome me, just
nice.
Got the same last name. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I gotcha. All right. Awesome. So what do you do for fun when you're not, working and doing the music thing?
That's a good question, man. I mean, well, I started bowling a couple months ago with my cousin and his work buddies.
Okay.
Other than that, man, I'm blessed to have my passion that I do for work. Kind of be what I do for fun as well.
Okay, I gotcha. So you do bowling. What do you call it? A score?
It depends, man. Every now and then I do a good game, man. 600, 700, man. I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst.
I gotcha. Okay, all right. I can't even compete. I haven't touched a ball in years. I'm all about my cars, and my kid. So let me get into this here real quick. All right. So my company, all right, American Income, we work with over 20,000 different unions, credit unions, and associations, handling their additional benefits. All right. Now, because of that, it's just my job to deliver your child safe kit, no cost benefits, and then we're gonna go over the additional benefits you're entitled to.
Okay.
All right. So American Income, they created a little video to introduce you to me and my company here. To get to it, I actually need to put in your date of birth. Can I get that?
December 5th, 1989.
Okay, December 5th, 89. Pretty close to the same age, man. I'm at 87.
Okay. 80s baby, man. I was right on the borderline.
Not quite a millennial. You got spared that. Awesome. So let me get this going here and.
There we go. American Income Life is proud to deliver your valuable benefit package, including the child safe kits you requested. American Income Life is a member of Torchmark Corporation, a financial services holding company listed on the New York Stock Exchange. We are an international company with thousands of representatives. We work with more than 20,000 organizations, including professionals such as teachers, firefighters, policemen, as well as veterans, which represent more than 2 million policyholders. When selecting an insurance company, customers want a company they can depend upon to pay claims. We have earned the A+ superior rating for overall financial strength from AM Best Company, one of the country's oldest and most respected insurance ratings companies. Your representative will show you the valuable offers and benefits available to you today.
Great. Get into it here. Like I was saying, it's just my job to deliver everything, explain it. So stop me if you have any questions, okay?
Alright.
All right. Now, this is your Child Safe ID kit. I'm sure you know other families with children, right?
Mhm.
So this kit provided by American Income is one of the most comprehensive on the market and gives the police what they need to help find a missing child. All right. Inside. On the left is all their vital information, name, date of birth, height, weight, all that kind of stuff. There's a social security box on the bottom.
Mhm.
I'll leave it blank in case this goes missing. On the outside is where you're gonna put a photo, update it frequently, kids grow quickly. Along the top, this is where you're gonna put scars, birthmarks, piercings, tattoos, anything like that, and then just describe it. Along the corner here, this is the DNA sample, all right? Hair with root works, fingernail clippings are better, baby tooth is the best. On the bottom, is where you're gonna put fingerprints.
Mhm.
This is your ink strip. It does get very messy, so have some alcohol in your body. Keep your walls and stuff clean. All right. You just fill that out, keep it handy, and if anything ever happens, that's all you need to do. All you need to give to the police, and they can go start the Amber Alert system. All right. Now you can only get these by a visit from someone like me, and I've got one for your kid here. All right. Now it seems like every time we turn on the news, there's another story about human trafficking or kidnapping or a child run away from home. Now, if something happens to the children that you know, wouldn't you want their parents to have this kit for their kids?
Yeah, man, sure.
Yeah. Well, because of our relationship with the International Union of Police Associations to handle that, you actually get to sponsor up to 10 families to receive this very same kit.
Okay.
So who's the first family we can get these out to?
What do you need from me?
Name and a number.
Oh man, I never really got comfortable giving out like the names and numbers. So what you man, you can just leave your card here. I'll make sure that they reach out to you and get that stuff squared away.
I can understand that. In fact, a lot of people felt that way. Let me ask you this. Would over 20,000 different groups choose one insurance company over all the others to advise their members if they didn't trust that company?
Probably not.
Right. So when you requested this, you actually filled out a card online, right? The people you sponsor in will receive a phone call instead of that card, and they can choose if this is right for them. Okay. So let's at least give them the opportunity to decide if this is right for their family.
Mhm.
Okay. Now you mentioned some cousins that you go bowling stuff with. Let's start with them.
All right, man. Let's do Sean.
Sean. Does he have a last name?
Yep, Johnson.
Johnson.
SJ.
SJ.
Sean Johnson.
Oh, gotcha. That completely spaced out there. Okay.
If you call him SJ, you're gonna know he was from me, man.
Gotcha. I'll make note of that. All right.
555-383-2257.
383-5527. Okay. All right. Who's next?
Let's do Tony.
Tony. Another Johnson?
Yep.
So SJ and TJ?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. What's his number?
512-673-4478.
All right. Who's next?
Let's do cousin Ken.
Ken?
Ken.
K-E-N?
Yep.
Johnson?
No, his last name is actually Copes. C-O-P-E-S.
Got it. Okay. What's his name or number?
555-383-4476.
Okay. Excuse me. Who's next?
You can do Shauna. That's actually Sean's sister. She just had a newborn. That's her first child.
Okay. What's her last name?
Johnson.
All right. What's her number?
678-345-6783.
6, 7. Perfect. All right. Who's next?
Who's really it? Mary, what's that one? Sheila. Let's do Sheila.
Sheila's last name?
Dang, that's a good question. I'm not sure Sheila's last name. She's just Mary's friend.
Okay.
They go and
No problem.
yeah. Mary isn't that good at English.
Okay. All right. What's Sheila's number?
When we ask go, can you do it? Okay. 678-345-7845.
Gotcha. All right. Who's next?
That's really it with the kids.
Okay, great. Now, the next no cost benefit, it's called a health services discount card, okay? So, because group benefits through work, they can change, they can be taken away. What this does is give you up to a 60% discount on vision care, hearing aids, prescription drugs, and chiropractic services.
Okay.
All right, there's also this gold plan, it's about $24.99, that covers dental work as well. All right, so if you're gonna get cavities filled or something like that, sign up for that beforehand. This brochure has all the enrollment information, including a toll-free number and website that points you to providers who'll take it. So I'll leave that with you, you can check it out as I leave. The next no-cost benefit is called the accidental death and dismemberment policy, okay? So for you, this is a living benefit, all right? You lose one hand, 1 foot, or sight in one eye, it pays you half, $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
If you lose any two, it pays you the full $2,000, okay? If you happen to die in an accident, then your beneficiary gets the $2,000.
Mhm.
Now, I know $2,000 isn't all the money in the world. I'm sure you can see that how $2,000 would be helpful if you happen to die, right?
Mhm.
Okay, great. So all I need is your information down the left, a name, signature, date of birth. I turn it into the office and they mail it out to you in a couple of weeks.
All right. Cool.
Okay, awesome. Now, next thing I need to do is put in 2 emergency contacts in the event that you are both in a common accident.
Due to the value of
It would be best if they are over 18, local, but lived outside your home.
We can do cousin Sean. That's the one with the kids.
Gotcha. Okay. Johnson, right? All right. Ooh, number 2.
We do Ronnie.
Ronnie. Ronny. Ronny.
Mm-hmm.
Last name?
Jones.
Jones. Okay. They're both in Austin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. No, I need your help. You give me a hand with something?
Sure, it depends, man.
It's pretty easy. All right, my boss or my company, they give me 10 of these green certificates, these life insurance certificates to use with people that you introduce me to.
Okay.
All I'm asking for is an introduction. It doesn't cost you or them anything. Worst case, they get some more insurance and you help me out. All right. Now you mentioned brothers and stuff, right? Let's start with them. So everyone always gives these to the emergency contacts.
Yeah.
So when you get these out to 3 more people.
Shoot. Let's do Joe.
Joe. Okay.
Yeah, he's an engineering buddy of mine.
What's Joe's last name?
Ferguson.
Okay.
And Joe actually got 3 kids too, man. I forgot about Joe.
Okay. Great. So we'll get him a child safe kit as well. What's Joe's number?
555-383-4678.
Okay. He's in Austin?
Yep.
Okay. All right, who's next?
Let's do Kendall.
Kendall. Last name?
Hope.
Hope. Okay.
678. Let me check. Let me look at my phone for this. 353-6745.
Gotcha. Okay. And who's next?
Six, 7, 8. What you need? The number?
No. Who's next?
Dang, I know. So I know once you get to Sean, he gonna have all the other family members' names and numbers. I give you my aunt Susie.
Susie. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Johnson.
Now she actually married, so I forget her husband's last name. You can put her. She go by Johnson too, so she'll know.
Okay, perfect. What's your number?
445-678-3467.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, who's next?
That's really it, man.
Okay.
Like I say, once you get with Sean,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him and let him know. But once you get with Sean, he should be able to give you like the rest of the family.
Okay. All right.
So just tell him, I told him, give you the rest of the squad, man.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Now I spoke about earlier how this is a two-part program, right? So the reason they have this set up as a two-part program is because right now families are dealing with some serious gaps in their coverage. Right? That's why this was important enough for me to come out here personally to review this with you. Okay. The first thing is funerals and final expenses. All right. I don't know if you looked at it. You're still pretty young. We're looking at $14,000 to $15,000 and rising. Okay. Next thing is a paycheck loss. All right. You die, your paycheck typically dies with you as well. And that puts a family in a huge financial situation. Next thing is the mortgage, right? We lost that paycheck, we lost that breadwinner. Now how are we paying for the rent? How are we paying for the mortgage? All right, so the family's looking at losing their house as well. Next thing is children's protection, the children's education. All right, we lost that breadwinner. Now we're losing the house, and now how are the kids getting a proper education? All right, how are they going to college? How are they getting school supplies? All right, then we have co-pays and deductibles. So if you're ever in the hospital or whatever, all right, bills don't stop, right? They're still coming in, but you're not working anymore. So now the whole family is in a situation because that money is stopped, but still got to pay it out. All right. Then we got losses in pension and Social Security. All right. So if you were ever killed for in an accident or something, those accounts can be cut short because they're all set up on an estimated age. Okay. Then we got terminal illnesses, particularly cancer. All right, that's the number one reason people are filing for bankruptcy these days.
Really?
Yeah. Cancer. I don't know if you looked at it, but it's scary. Like for men, it's a 1 in 2. So one of us is getting cancer. All right, a lot of the drugs that they're using to fight cancer these days, they're not FDA approved yet. So they're just coming out with them so fast. And when they're not FDA approved, that means your health insurance doesn't pay for them. Yes, that's an out of pocket. On top of that, if you want to go like Johns Hopkins or you want to go to Houston, that's another out of pocket. And imagine you're taking chemo or something, you're probably not going to be working if now you don't have that income anymore. All right. And we're looking at the stats, and people are usually drained out of their income and savings within a year, 2 years. All right, so that's a huge concern for families. Last thing is affordability. All right, we sit down with people who make $7 an hour, some make $50 an hour. Some are laid off, and some work a ton of overtime. We want this to be affordable for everyone. All right. Now imagine you have a boss. All right, you go into work tomorrow, and the boss tells you that business is good. Okay, so they're going to start paying you for 41 hours instead of 40. Okay. With that extra hour, you can go buy a Corvette or a Ferrari or something.
Probably not.
No?
I wish.
Right? That'd be a great job. 1 hour for a Ferrari. Now let's flip it. All right. Go into work tomorrow and the boss tells you the business is slow. All right. But rather than laying you or your buddies off, they're just going to let you go an hour early on Fridays. So now you got 39 instead of 40. By losing that hour, you're going to have to cancel dental appointments?
Probably not.
You're not going to pull food off the table?
No.
No? So that 1 hour adjustment doesn't really change anything, right?
Right.
Right. That brings us to the last no-cost benefit. It's called a needs analysis here. All right, so I'm going to ask you some questions. If there's no need, it won't make any recommendations. If there is, I'll review them with you. Okay? Now, while I'm working on this, you mind letting all those people you sponsored in know that I'm going to reach out? Okay? Because it's going to take me a little bit to crunch some numbers and stuff. Okay?
So yeah, I'll just give them I'll try to text them.
Yeah, I'm going to call or text, something like that.
Send them at work, so I'll just shoot them a quick text.
What is Mary's date of birth?
September 4th, 1993.
All right, and what's your son's name?
Logan.
You all are Johnson, I'm assuming, right?
Perfect.
What's Logan's birthday?
November 3rd, 2010.
10. Got it. That's just the one kid, right? Perfect. Now, any cancer in the past couple of years?
Nope.
Diabetes?
Nope.
Heart attacks or stroke?
Nope. Nope.
Great. I don't see any oxygen tanks, so that's, no.
Just the free stuff, man.
What about terminal illnesses?
Nope.
Alzheimer's?
Nope.
About tobacco?
Yeah, man, I'm a smoker.
All right, just the one, or is it all of you?
No, just me.
Just you, okay.
I'll do enough smoking for all of us.
All right, well, I guess it's better than the whole family. Now, is anybody currently on probation or parole?
Nope.
No, great. What about a DUI?
No DUIs.
Great.
Ain't
Now-
been caught yet.
Haven't been caught yet. Well, I'll pretend I didn't hear that. So, what would you say your average take home per month is?
Like around like $3,000.
3,000. And what about Mary?
Well, Mary doesn't work.
Mary doesn't work. Okay. That's the more important job. Now, do you rent or own this?
Well, we're paying it off. We technically own it.
Okay. Okay. Do you know what's left on the mortgage or the loan or whatever you got set up?
Like around 100,000.
100,000.
We've been doing pretty good, trying to like stay a couple payments ahead and just whatever we get, just try to put it toward it, knock it down as much as possible.
Perfect. Do you happen to know how long is left on it?
Maybe like 15 years or so.
15. And then I assume you've got some sort of like a Chase or a credit union or something, right?
Oh yeah. A+ financial credit union.
I used to have one of them for a while. Let's just think here for a second. Okay. Now, before we get into recommendations, we have this mandatory read-off letter here. Well, I'm gonna make our lives easy and just summarize this, all right? What it basically says is if as I'm going through the next benefits, you find yourself nodding your head saying, yeah, these are great. I see why they approved this and why everyone is doing this. Go ahead and apply today while I'm here, okay? If on the flip side, I'm going through these, and you're saying, yeah, these are great, but I don't really feel a need for me and my family right now, I'm actually asking you not to apply, okay? It's gonna be easy, yes or no. They can do it this way because everything's already been checked, rechecked, and approved by over 20,000 different groups who set this up to be a no-brainer for their members. Okay? Either way, they still want your opinion on this officer report form, which is sort of like my report card. Okay, so it's important that you listen and ask questions. All right, promise to stop me if you have any questions.
Yep.
Perfect.
Sure thing, man.
Just click through a bunch of things here. They put a whole bunch of stuff in the software that I can't skip. You let them know that they're to expect a call.
Yeah, I sent them a text right now.
Perfect.
Actually, Sean just shot me a text back too.
Awesome. Well, yeah, if you want to like get him on the phone, we can talk to him, explain it all right now.
Sure. Hey, Sean, man. What's up, man? Yeah, so I'm sitting with the guy, man. I just got some child safe ID kit for Logan. I had the opportunity to extend it to some friends and family members. I know you got the 3 little girls over there, so I just wanted to give you a heads up that he's gonna be giving you a call. He said, when you gonna call?
Actually, I'm talking to him right now. It's all right.
Hey, man, just 1 second, Sean.
Hey, Sean, this is Scott, American Income. How are you doing? Good? Good, great. So look, your brother, he sponsored you in for the Child Safe Program like he was just mentioning, and it's just my job to get that out to you. So I was, while I've got you on the phone here, I was gonna try to set an appointment to get that out with you. So what shift are you working Friday? Okay, great. So how about between noon and 1? Awesome. Okay, I'll put you in the books and we'll see you between noon and 1 tomorrow. Cool.
All right, Sean, man. I just wanted to give you a call, man. I know you don't like me giving your number out, man, but I think this really be good for y'all. All right.
Let's take a minute. I just gotta crunch some numbers here real quick. What's the longest piece that you've recorded?
I did like a 15-minute soundtrack for a short film.
15 minutes. Wow, that's a long one.
Yeah.
It's like Beethoven memo or whatever. No, was it Stairway to Heaven? That's not long.
Turned out pretty nice though.
That's good. Was a gig like that usually pay?
Oh man. Anywhere, man, just depending on exactly how much detail and, when it comes to the mastering, how much they want. I believe that specific job I made about 5,000 off of it.
Okay. Is that something you charge like by the hour?
See, typically by the hour, and then like the mastering of it and the mixing down is like another process. So, just depending the level of quality, that they want their music.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Now, go over your options with an illustration. It makes it a little bit easier to understand, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, in your current situation with job A, okay, you guys make a combined total of about $750 a week, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, imagine you go into work tomorrow and another job opens up. We call it job B, okay? Job B, you've got the same responsibilities, you have the same coworkers, you have the same group benefits, same everything. The only difference is you make about $715 a week, or about 1 hour's wage difference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like what we said earlier, that 1 hour doesn't really change anything.
Right.
But that 1 hour is going to address all of these concerns. It's going to eliminate all these concerns around it. Okay. The first thing is funeral and final expenses. All right. There's a 100% chance you're going to need these. We got the little video to explain why. Turn on the sound first.
One of the most beautiful and valued things in life. For this reason, saying goodbye to a loved one can be difficult, and even more so when we are not prepared. The emotional distress adds to the financial burden. It can be devastating to lose the family savings, or even the family inheritance. The average cost of a funeral continues to rise, and these expenses can be higher depending on where you live. Expenses become even more overwhelming when you consider that Social Security only pays a $255 death benefit, and that's if you qualify. That still leaves all of the expenses for your family to cover. The last thing we want is to leave our loved ones in this kind of situation when we perish, isn't it? That's why it is important to anticipate for future events with preparation. Otherwise, who would be responsible for those unforeseen and sometimes escalating expenses that no one is ready for? We all want our last goodbye to bring comfort and leave a loving memory of us in the hearts of our loved ones. However, these good feelings can be diminished when we do not have coverage for final expenses and a burden is presented that could mean thousands and thousands of dollars. For this situation, American Income Life recommends our whole life policy along with the Freedom of Choice certificate. The process is simple and can be used to cover your final expenses up to the face value of your policy. Your beneficiary takes the certificate to the chosen funeral home, agrees to the service details, and writes the total amount on the back, signs it, and hands the certificate to the funeral home director. When the service is needed, the funeral home director calls the number on the certificate to speak directly to a claims representative. Payment is made directly from our company to the funeral home, and and the remainder, if any, is paid to the beneficiary in a lump sum check. The decision is simple, and your family deserves it. Obtain final expense coverage, which allows you to have the Freedom of Choice certificate. That way, you will help avoid many problems for your loved ones. Today, you can enjoy the tranquility of knowing, in that inevitable moment, there will be peace. If you're giving them the best today, prepare for tomorrow. Leave them only beautiful memories. Love is shown with action.
So American Income is going to provide $15,000 on the both of you to handle this burden for your family. All right, and it's set up for your whole life. That way it's there when, not if your family needs it. Okay? All right, now, the next thing is income protection. Okay? So obviously, when Joe dies, right, we're going to miss him. Okay? After a few weeks, though, we're going to miss his paycheck as well. Okay? So American Income is going to provide $108,000 to give Mary and the kids $3,000 for 60 months, just like if Joe was still working. Okay? Now, the next thing people want protected, besides their income, is their home. So American Income is going to provide $100,000 for this need. All right? And to give you the best bang for your buck, this is set up on an accidental death. Okay? Now, the next thing is children's protection, children's future. Okay? So if you were to die in an accident or any sort of, accident, American Income is going to provide $100,000 for each of your children. This is going to be set up to give them a head start in life, for college, for trade school, or anything they need to get a jump start. Okay, they're also going to get a special $10,000 life insurance policy of their own. When they turn 21, they can convert that to $50,000 with no health questions. Okay, currently we don't have any of that set up. Okay, now the next benefit takes care of some income concerns if you're ever injured or in an accident. Okay. So if anybody in the house goes into the hospital, if anybody in the house goes into the hospital for a bump, bruise, a bee sting, a cut, anything, all right, it's going to pay you $100. They have to keep you overnight, it's going to pay you $200 per day. If they have to keep you in the ICU, it's going to pay you $400 per day, up to 14 days, and it goes back to the $200. Okay, we don't have that. Now the next thing is about losses in pension and Social Security accounts. All right, so if you're ever in an accident, you get killed in an accident, American Income is going to give you, or this is going to pay out an additional $20,000 to $100,000 immediately, depending on the type of accident. Okay, currently we don't have that. Now, if you're ever diagnosed with a terminal illness, something like cancer or something that's going to give you about 12 months, you get access half of your income protection plus half of your freedom of choice while you're alive. So Joe, that gives you $61,500. And Mary, $7,500 to use while you're alive. Put your family in the best financial situation, take a vacation, whatever you need to do. The remainder gets paid out afterwards. Okay? Currently, we don't have that set up. Now, American Income has been around for nearly 70 years. We're A+ financial rated. These benefits are yours. They're permanent. They're portable. You leave your job, you retire, you keep these. All right? On top of that, if you're ever in a layoff, we'll cover the benefits for up to 3 months. If you're ever in a strike, we'll cover the benefits for up to 12 months, so you don't lose them. You never have to pay back those premiums. So if you go into work tomorrow, you have a choice between job A and job B. Which one would you pick?
Job B.
Why would you pick B if you're making more money at A?
I mean, because I get all of those benefits.
Right, they really set it up to be a no-brainer. So this is done on a once-a-month automatic draft. They actually give you some flexibility because they don't know where your bills land. So being that today is the 19th, we can pick anywhere between the 19th and the 2nd. So between those, what's the best day for you?
Well, that's a good question. Well, yeah, we just need to think about it, work it in the budget. I'll let you know. Just leave everything that we'll give you a call.
I can understand that. In fact, a lot of people felt that way. Like I was trying to say in that mandatory readout letter earlier, you can only visit with each member once. And right now our enrollment period is about 3 or 4 years. Okay. Now I know how much you like this program and how much this means to you. And so I don't want to take anything away from you. I'm sure you don't mind the fact that if anything happens to you, Mary and the kids get an extra $20,000 to $100,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then if this was free, you'd probably jump at it, right? Right.
Sure.
So then it really just comes down to cost. You think $34 a week is gonna take food off the table?
Not really.
Not really? Okay. So then between the 19th and the 2nd, what's best for you?
Let's go. Probably the second.
2nd, okay. Great. I'll go ahead and start with this paperwork here. Now, we have this this checklist here. This is we call it a QR checklist. It explains the enrollment process. All right. I'm gonna go through the application. Once it's issued, it cannot be taken away. All right. It's a member owned. You own this policy. I can't even take it away from you. The company can't take it away from you. All right. We're going to be doing a oral specimen. It's testing for nicotine. It's testing for illegal drugs, things like that. All right. Because a lot of people like to say they're non-smokers when they are, and try to get those lower rates.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you are accepted, they'll mail the policy out to you in about 2 to 8 weeks. Okay. If you're denied, they'll refund you your premiums. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Then once I leave here, I'm going to be leaving you with a conditional receipt. Okay. That's going to make sure that you're covered from the moment I walk out of here. Then we have these health risks. So once I get this going through, one of 3 things is going to happen. Okay. First, you could be approved standard for having little to no health risk. Okay. The next thing that could happen is you fall somewhere between perfect health and uninsurable. Okay. Because the groups we work with want everyone to be insured, they created this group called special risk. All right. It's kind of like health or not health insurance. It's like car insurance. All right. Someone with a perfect driver record is not going to pay the same with someone with a bunch of speeding tickets. Okay. It's the same thing in here. The more health problems you have, the more risks you have, the more you're going to pay. Okay, but you're going to be paying the same as someone with the same health profile. The last option is a counteroffer. Okay, and they make this offer for someone that may not have covered in the past, but it's the last effort to get covered. Okay. Now, if this comes back different than we discussed, I'll call you and let you know. But if that happens, would a few extra dollars be a problem for you?
Nope.
Great. So there's also going to be a few follow-up phone calls. The first one's going to be from me, just making sure we're all still good to go. The second one's going to be from home office, making sure I put in all the correct information. Okay? Now, so to make you only get up once, I just need your driver's license, your doctor's information, and a check that we can void.
All right. Here you go.
Perfect. Now we'll start on this. Everyone born in Texas? Actually, you said you're in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else in Texas? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay. And how tall are you?
6 feet.
6 even. Okay. What do you weigh?
200.
All right. How tall is Mary?
5'3".
What does she weigh?
114.
All right. And Logan.
Excuse me.
How tall is Logan?
Man, about like 3'5".
5. Okay. And what does he weigh?
About 40 pounds.
Okay. And what is your SS?
Excuse me.
Your social?
784-447-6783.
Okay. And Mary's?
484-78347.
Gotcha. All right. What is your driver's license number?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And Mary's?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Perfect. What's the name of your company?
Raw sound.
Raw sound, okay. And what's a good phone number?
Or 512-678-3434.
Is that the only line, or do you have like a second?
Oh, that's it.
Is it? Okay.
We old school, man.
All right, what about an email address?
You can use first name dot last name at outlook.com.
Okay, now I assume primary beneficiaries are going to do cross, so if you die, Mary gets money, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. What about a backup?
We just leave it to the kid.
Okay.
Because he has some money waiting on him, because he won't be able to access it till he's 18, right?
Right, yeah, it's going to be held in like a trust with a guardian and all that stuff. Now, there's this option for a automatic loan provision. What that does is, if you ever get behind on payments, it's gonna pull those premiums from the cash value that these whole life freedom of choices are gonna generate over time.
Mhm.
It helps to prevent your policy from ever lapsing. It adds a couple of extra dollars if you wanna add that.
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
What's a few extra dollars, man? We kind of tight around here.
Well, it goes up to $144 a month. All right, now before we get much further, we got some health questions, kind of see where you're at. You ever been advised to reduce alcohol consumption?
Nope.
Ever used drugs of any sort, hallucinogens, tranquilizers, narcotics?
Nope.
Ever been have a license suspended or revoked?
Nope.
No. Do you fly other than as a passenger?
Mm-mm.
Do you scuba dive or race or skydive?
Nope.
You know, high blood pressure, chest pain, heart attack?
Nope.
Diabetes?
Nope.
Paralysis or epilepsy? Arthritis?
You healthy over here, man.
I understand. I still have to ask the questions, and you get very mad if I skip things. Ever been advised to take a test for unexplained tumor or growths?
We all the way healthy over here, man.
Okay, all right. What about a physical?
Hmm?
You ever had a physical?
Nope.
You've never had a physical?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. No medications?
Nope.
Awesome. Okay. And I'm going to assume you don't have HIV. You've got all your limbs and stuff. What about loss of hearing?
Nope.
All the sound?
Nope, I'm good.
No? Okay. That's good. It can get pretty loud, like ACL and all that stuff. All right. Now, need the bank account. You said it was A plus, right?
Yep.
Plus you. Austin. Do you know the routing number?
678-347.
Okay. Now, do you know the account number?
783-4567.
That's a checking account?
Mhm.
Okay. Do you have a check or like something we can see with the numbers, just in case?
Yep.
Okay, great. Now, what about the doctor's information?
Austin Regional Clinic,
The other number?
no,
When were you there last?
it's been a few months.
Okay. You both go to the same place?
Mm-hmm.
Now, for that follow-up call I mentioned from home office, what's the best time for them to reach you?
In the mornings,
In the mornings, okay.
evening time, I usually do my sessions.
Gotcha. Don't want a phone ringing during that. Okay. Okay, so we gotta get some physical papers done here. You can start this, well, let's start on these ones. This is a physical HIPAA request, because some doctors don't like the electronic one. You just need the top and signature at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And this is authorizing the ACH on that account.
All right.
All right, do you have a stapler actually?
Stapler?
Stapler, yeah, to attach that check.
No, I don't have a stapler.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take care of that when I get back to the office. If you could just sign here and print there. Okay, great. This is a conditional receipt saying that you're covered from the moment I walk out of here. Okay, and this is a summary of what your policy is. This is the freedom of choice. Let me sign that real quick. to all that. Okay, so I'm going to submit this to home office, tonight. You'll see that first draft come out in 24, 48 hours, all right? So it's either gonna be Friday or Monday, because it lands on the weekend. I'll let you know before then, double check with you, okay?
Okay.
All right, great. We'll get this all packed up. Now, everyone, or nearly everyone takes advantage of this program like you know, because of the benefits, right? And the costs are very low compared to the main benefits, all right? Now, sometimes it happens, it's rare, but it happens that a member will cancel, all right? It could be a week, a month, a year later, but we end up seeing them, okay? And most of them end up wanting to reapply. Problem is, now they're older, so the program's more expensive. Worse yet, some of them can't even get back in because their health has changed.
Mhm.
Okay, so the point is, this is not a short-term fix. This is a long-term solution. And the longer you're in the program, the more the value. Okay,
Mhm.
so if this 144 a month is uncomfortable, let's fix it now while I'm here. How does everything feel?
Good. Should be cool, man. I mean, $124, man. Like you said, man, hours worth of pay per week, man,
Mhm.
to protect everything. Should be good.
Good, good, good. Then please remember to keep this program in place for your family, and the next time I see you, you'll be glad you did.
Will do.
Perfect.